What is up? It is Andy. We got a full slate of NHL games here on a Tuesday. Yeah, but that's not necessarily a good. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because you get to see a full list of games and say, like a sharpshooter, buffet style. Oh, I like that. Oh yeah, I'll take
some of the yellow.
No, I'll skip all those vegetables. No, I'll skip all those vegetables. No, I'll skip even all those vegetables. Now give me the good stuff. I'm a meat and potatoes guy.
And don't get cheap on me.
So it's good for that reason, where we can stay away from the vegetables that we don't like. However, it's bad because I know who I'm dealing with. You people, where you see 10 games and all you see is 7-game parlay, 8-game parlay, 9-game, 12-game parlay, 15-game parlay. I'll include picks from tomorrow. So I know I'm dealing with that when it comes to these type of slates. You guys are clicking everything under the sun. You probably have clickers cramp by the end of it. You've put in that many teams into your parlay. However, I still prefer games with bigger slates because I can try to sharpshoot the ones that I like. And you want to know the theme for today, ladies and gents? I'm betting on scorned women. You know how they say, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned? Well, I'm taking some scorned women.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
A lot of scorned women on today's episode of the show. We're going to be betting on them. You should bet on a scorned woman. You know that when she gets broken up with and she's in the gym every single day and then you see her that summer, you're disgusting, you have a beer gut, and now she looks great, and she's in Anaheim where we're going to be for one of our bets tonight. How's that for a transition? Not as good as the one to Bet 365, where you can take advantage of some of those player prop parlays, combine them with totals and wins and money lines and puck lines. We're going to give you some of those today, but for a limited time at Bet365. This is one of the best ones you're going to see. You bet $1, you get $365 in free bet credits in your account. Do you have to win that $1 bet? No. So scrape $1 and change from under your couch, bet it on something. If you're a new user, you got $365 waiting in your account. Now, here's the thing. Bet365, check the specifics in the description of this video. It's only available in a couple states here in the U.S. I know Jersey's one of them. So if you're in New York and you want to swim across that Hudson right there, get a couple bets in on 365, bet $1, get 365, you can do that. And all across Canada. And if you have a problem, you know the deal. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. They certainly aren't the Ghostbusters, but they can get rid of your ghosts, your demons, your gambling ghosts. I have exorcised the demon. All right, so looking at these bets, I told you that your ex, your scorned ex, as you're sitting there with your beer gut watching this, she went to the gym and now she's looking good. And she's in Anaheim because she wanted to go to the beach and hang out over there with Paul Kariya. And she's going to be taking in that Anaheim Ducks game tonight where they're playing the Flames, a scorned team who has scorned you. You know they scorned you all the time. You bet on them, they screw you. Then you bet against them, they screw you, pulling wins out of their ass on the road. You bet up, they go down. You bet down, they go up. But they won that 2+ for us last night. We took the 2+ for both teams in that game, along with the Florida game. That bet came through for us. But today, I'm taking the Calgary Flames. All scorned woman aside, whatever the hell I was talking about. I want the team that is still in the playoff race, who got embarrassed last night and gets to go on the ice the very next night to right that wrong. That's a tale as old as time. And I like it because they have fight if you've watched this last stretch that they've been playing. Last night was the first time they lost more than one in a little bit. And also that Ducks game where the Ducks went up there and screwed them in a low-scoring game. And it's like, what is Calgary doing? You see teams, when a team gets them on their home ice, when they get a chance to even that up, many times they'll do that, especially if that team has more talent than the one that went into their building and screwed them. I'm going to take Anaheim, not just to win by one, I'm actually going to take the puck line on this one. We should get a convincing victory from Calgary because Anaheim's one of those teams. You don't even have to be the best team. Did you see the Islanders, who are not the best team? They went in there, they beat them comfortably. Puck line victory, I think scored 5 goals in that game. And I'm expecting something similar to what we saw between the Ducks and Islanders about a week ago on Anaheim's home ice. I'm thinking we're getting the same thing from the Calgary Flames. So give me the Flames by 1 or 2. Another woman who scorned you left and right is the Buffalo Sabres. The Buffalo Sabres is scorned everybody, not me, because you remember about almost a month, was it 2 months already? I lose track of time. I don't have months, days. I don't even know how old I am anymore. But I signed, sealed, and delivered that fake envelope that I dropped into a theoretical mailbox and sent it out so I could always prove it. I said, I don't trust this team farther than I can throw them. And I was proved right. They're not making the playoffs. They're not even in that race. They're now out of that playoff bubble. They can't even be considered for a wild card. And you know what that means, right? You guys have to touch the floor on the depths of misery. You have to touch the bottom of the pool to know how misery works, to focus that misery and then make money from it. How can you do that? Because you know the Sabres fans. You know that they're watching those games thoroughly disgusted. Their team has screwed them in all the games that they needed points in a row. Winnable games, losable games. They lost them all. So now they're out of the playoff race. So what are Buffalo Sabres fans? What are they saying right now? They're saying, all right, you know what? Now, good. Lose out the rest of the games, get the best draft pick possible, and then let's go into next season with a little momentum. No, they're not going to do that because the misery isn't over for them. Now they're going to go on a win streak, and now they're going to start throwing beatings starting tonight in a winnable game where we're getting a fair price. Give me the Sabres by 1 and give me the Sabres by 2, just because I know misery, and that's what's coming for those Sabres fans. Now that playoffs are out of the picture, now a ruined draft pick is coming into the picture. So give me these Sabres to win tonight. I'll take them by 1. I'll take them by 2. And now let's go to another team who's probably scorned you. A third scorned team. You guys, you're getting all your X's today. We're going to take our trash and turn them into treasure. It's a garage sale type of day here on the OddsShopper channel with your good old friend Andy Francis and the rest of his noses, the fruits of my sniff. I'm talking about those Winnipeg Jets. They've screwed you. They've screwed you. You take overs, you take unders. You take them the other day against St. Louis. They get shut out 3-0. What are they doing? What the hell are these Winnipeg Jets doing? They got the Flames right on their heels, and they're not winning enough. However, we've had a good track record of beating these bad teams. Really, yeah, there's been a lot of upsets, but they haven't been screwing us that much when we're betting against these underdogs. But we're not getting a great price on Winnipeg. You know, when you look at Arizona, they've been winning a fair amount of games. We're not getting a good enough price on Winnipeg, which is why I'm going to do a couple combinations here. Give me Winnipeg and under 7.5. If you look at Winnipeg, they kind of are slumping when it comes to scoring. Got shut out in their last game. They scored 2 and then 1 in overtime against Nashville. Did they get shut out in their game before? Well, let's just say scoring isn't coming in bunches. So if they're going to win, even against a bad team, I think it's going to have to be of the low-scoring variety. But I do think that they're going to win this game. If you take Winnipeg and combine it with the under 7.5, it gives you a fair price in that particular game. So I will take Winnipeg to win that one against Arizona. As far as player props go, I got a sniff. It's been a while since you got a true sniff. Bo Horvat, he's helped the Islanders win. However, he's joined that Islanders' inability to score consistently club. We've seen that over there. Oh, they'll take any offensive star and just send his stats directly through the floor. But someone like me, as long as they're playing good defense and the Islanders are winning, I don't give a rat's ass. However, it's gotten pretty bad, like 10 games goal or something like that. I smell the streak ends tonight. However, I always like to err on the side of caution. Give me Bo Horvat to register a point to be safe. Like if you're going to bet a clean unit, as they say, I wouldn't do the full unit on scoring a goal. I would do 60 of the unit on a Horvat point, 40 of the unit on Horvat to score a goal. I think it's coming tonight. It's a Horvat sniff right here. 9 games without a goal. The sniff comes on the 10th. But I'm going to take Horvat to register a point along with Jack Eichel. If you want, combine those two. Because Eichel had a hat trick in his last game against Columbus. They were feeling it offensively. You'd imagine after scoring 8 goals, and then you go to play Vancouver, a team who is no stranger to allowing pucks into their net. It's been better with Tocchet. 2-1 win the other. Oh, another win in Anaheim, by the way. I like Vegas to continue what they were doing. You do got to be a little bit careful. Vancouver's winning games here. But Vegas was playing good defense. Now you're seeing good offense. I think they're getting things together at the right time here. I think they just might be doing that. So if you want to utilize a Caesars same-game parlay or a Bet365 same-game parlay, how about Eichel to register a point with the Vegas Golden Knights to win? I know it's a little scary betting against Vancouver right now. It's not like it's a different team than the one that we've seen all season. Usually, if you come at them with some semblance of defense, you can beat them. I mean, we're still talking about the Vancouver Canucks here. So give me Vegas to win with Eichel registering a point. The confidence that they have off that 8-2 beating. I know it was Columbus, but it should be pretty high. And one more same game parlay that I forgot to mention. Tage Thompson with the Buffalo Sabres, with those scorned women. And you could even take the scorned women by 2. Scorned women puck line along with Tage Thompson to register a point. That's going to give you nice fat plus money. And that's what I got for you here on this Tuesday. A lot of picks for you here on it's Scorned Women Tuesdays here on the OddsShopper channel. All right, everybody, take it easy. Good luck to you. Better luck to me. Make sure you're subscribed to the OddsShopper channel here. Come follow me on social media. Instagram, it's at Andy Francis. We got that Sniff Central chat where you can follow along with my, sometimes I post videos. Yesterday it was about Bo Byram. After I dropped the video, turned out that Cale Makar was not in the lineup for the Colorado Avalanche, who is just continuing their tear and are knocking on Dallas's door, 1 point away with 1 game in hand. How we feeling about those Western Conference bets, ladies and gents? But in the chat yesterday, I was talking about, okay, Makar out of the lineup. Who's in that top power play? The trickle-down snakeonomics, I call it. And Bo Byram got that slot. What happened? Pass to Comfort, pass to Rantanen, goal. There's your point for Bo Byram. And like I'd mentioned, Sam Girard got on. The only one who didn't out of the big 3 offensive defensemen was Taves. But 2 out of 3 did. And as Meatloaf once said, and I used to say last year, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. All right, everyone, take it easy. I will see you tomorrow.